Welcome to Genshin Impact, the game where you always die all the time. Wait, no, that's not right. The game where you're always wishing away your money trying to get new characters with bad luck. That's half right. Genshin Impact, the adventure game. There we go. Today we're doing a review of Genshin Impact with absolutely no information on anything in the game. Just a quick overview, quick scan through, just everything in the game within really quick speed within 8 minutes 50 seconds. So Genshin Impact first introduces you to Mondstadt. It's open world like everything else, and it lets you just play around, having fun, exploring, nothing really complicated, and you just get to learn the basics like killing enemies, leveling up, and even wishing, which is a little bit more complicated, but it's still basic. But one of the basic things you learn is world bosses. We got plants like this icy plant, and even this hot plant, well, fire plant. They're different temperatures because it's, different bosses. Then there's this weird fish dragon dinosaur thingy. Don't know what it is, but if you have a shield character, you just stand there. Anytime you take damage, well, you don't really take damage because your shield. The boss takes damage because it damages itself. Woo! There's also this really angry chicken. You light it on fire, it throws a tantrum, but it just doesn't like being on fire. Haha. But Mondstadt also has a really bad wolf infestation. There's this really angry wolf boss that charges all the time. Also growls a lot. There's no background sound because there's a lot of different talking. Don't want to really show it. And then there's also this really big dragon boss, which there's a few dragons for each different region. It's just dragon. It's a pain because it destroys the platforms and it's not really that nice. I hate doing it. But the major part of this game is wishing. But it's an adventure game and it's a gacha game. It's like gambling away your money to get new characters. And you can do like a 10 pull once you get the right things to use your gacha to get 10, or you can do a singular to get 1. It's up to chance whether you get weapons or characters and what level weapons and characters you get, like a 5-star or 4-star, different rarity. But it's a major part. There's pity system which changes once you do a certain amount of wishing, and it's complicated, a lot of different stuff. But I'm not doing any information, so you could go learn. That way you get to experience the game for yourself. And it's really good to experience the game for yourself. But in each region, there's these statues where you got to go and find these floating orb things. In Mondstadt, it's Anemoculus. In each other region, there's different versions, and also certain other regions, there's different. But that's pretty much all for Mondstadt that I'm explaining. Next up, it's Dragon's Fine, an area nearby. It's a really tall, cold mountain. Not really many animals, it's just a few enemies, and there's this really annoying freeze function. You're there for too long, you get cold, and then your character starts taking damage. To stop that, you gotta be near a flame to warm up, and that's pretty much all that actually there is a tree, where you go find things like the Anemoculus, feed it to the tree, and you get rewards. But that's pretty much all for Dragon's Spine. That's not many new things introduced from it. But next up is Leeway. This place you get introduced to after Dragon's Spine. Dragon's Spine is pretty much Mondstadt. But it does have a lot of different characters, and it's like an ancient style. And it has this guy with the giant nuke. Well, no, meteorite. Yeah, that's the god of this area, or Archon. And it introduces you to this flying castle thingy. Yeah, I don't know what it flies on. But this place is styled differently from Mondstadt. Each area has a different style. And then a really cool thing in the story is you get to be in a boss fight with this lady against a giant water dragon. Yeah, there you go. There's the water dragon. It's probably one of the best cutscenes. Play the game and you'll definitely see it. You'll like it. But that's pretty much all for Leeway. Next up to Inazuma, also known as a Japanese style area, because it's got all kimonos and all the Japanese type of clothing and housing and trees, all different. But it's a lightning area. This place also has a tree, but you don't have to find the glowing orbs. You get to summon these, like you get to give it these sigils things that you find in chests and other places. Yeah, I'm not going to give too much information. This video is just like a stupid post, just to see what you guys think of just giving information, just to see how fun it is. This place also introduces this teleportation kind of thing, where you teleport to these random flying objects after you collect something, and then half the time it just doesn't work. It's a pain. But it's one of the new aspects that's introduced in Inazuma, and it's also present in some other areas. But Inazuma also has this really annoying thing with lightning. A lot of islands have lightning, and you have to do quests to get rid of the lightning. And be honest, Genshin players, it's not that you just haven't gotten up to it yet, for some probably, but you just don't want to get rid of the lightning. You're too lazy to do the quest. I can guarantee that because I'm too lazy to do the quest, and I've seen so many people that are too lazy to do it. Just do it, it'll be easier. I'm going to do it eventually. Yeah. But it's fun. Inazuma's fun. It's just probably dangerous and not really the nicest area. Next up is the chasm. It's an area near Leeway. You pretty much, you don't really want to get to it until after Inazuma, but it's high level. But it has all these strange, yucky, glowing things, where you can heal up by using an artifact that you get during the story, and you can upgrade that artifact like the trees and the statues using the glowing orbs you find. But that's pretty much it. Next up is Sumeru, the second newest area. The reason it's being shown like this is because it's a desert and the forest area. It's the biggest area, other than the water area of Inazuma, for the entire game so far. You can explore it. It's back and forth with how desolate it is. But it also uses the same thing that Inazuma uses, but is better, because you don't really need the electro thingy to teleport to each one. Then there's also just these mushrooms. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just, yeah, they bounce. You can bounce up and down on them. Just, it is what it is. But, like, Chill, why is it flying? Like, what? And it has this weird tornado thing. I haven't explored much of Sumeru and the next place yet, so just that. Well, that's pretty much all for Sumeru. Next is Fontaine, the water area. This is the newest place that's been introduced only 2 or 3 weeks ago. I only just started exploring it, like I only just started exploring Sumeru. It's mainly because I haven't played for a long time, but I've just done the story for Sumeru. And I'm just starting the story for Fontaine. But Fontaine introduces underwater swimming, which doesn't use your stamina, but it uses water stamina, which is a lot better than actual stamina. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this really bad information post, because it doesn't really have any information. But it was fun making, and we'll be doing one individually, more detailed for each area of Genshin. That way, this random stupid post with no information will actually have information. Thanks for watching. Like if you want to support the channel, sub if you want to see more stupid videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.